Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay. I have one.
Let's,
Do you see all the name?
Let's try them. Let's still try.
Hello there, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to the channel. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around. If you're new here, normally on the channel, I like to talk about action figures, new releases, do reviews sometimes, and I usually do something called Unboxing Thursdays where I sit down with a friend and chat about this hobby, open up some toys. And today is July 16th. I'm making a push this month, the month of July, to have some new content on YouTube and kind of on Twitch as well, every single day of the month. It's been going great so far, a lot of stuff. Yesterday I did an interview with Mr. Brian Flynn from Super 7, the founder of Super 7. It was a really cool Unboxing Thursday. I hope you have a chance to check it out later if you haven't seen it yet after this. Today we will be chatting because earlier today there was a Hasbro Fan First Friday for Marvel, for the Marvel brand. And what I usually do, I think it's with these guys that I started this whole thing with Dope or Nope, where we go over some of the new reveals. And it's been a while since I've seen my two friends, and here they are right now. Troy from Troy Collects Toys on Instagram, and Mr. Jason Lapidus. Hello.
Hey everyone, how are you today? Oh, something just fell.
Smooth. It's been a while since I've seen you two. How are you doing, Troy, Jason?
Busy. My work just started up this week, and I've been super busy and just I haven't even posted so much on Instagram because that's how busy I am. Literally, I'm sneaking to the bathroom to like start posting stuff on Instagram and like posting stories. It's just like it's crazy, but I'm happy to be back at work, selling my memberships and getting that commission so I could get that huge thing that was just revealed today.
Awesome, man. Yeah, toilet break posting. I love it. Jason, you good? Internet? Oh, he did this last time where he was like his mic wasn't working apparently.
Yep.
But it's all good. The last time we did this was, I think, last month at least, and before that we were chatting about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Jason, you good? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. My system's coming in and out, and I'm wondering if it's me and I should just change devices, or if it was something on your end. It sounds like it's just me. Can you hear me?
It seems to be working now. It's just a little choppy. Oh, okay. Or you could just leave. I meant no offense, Jason. But thank you, everyone who's watching here. On the East Coast, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm done work. Thank you for watching. If you're on Twitch, feel free to follow over there or subscribe here on the YouTube if you like the kind of content that's going on. If you like to collect toys and talk about stuff like this, this is all we're doing this month. And shout outs to everyone in the who we got here today. Who's done work? Who's not working? Get back to work because you have a Haslab to pay for. We're going to get to that in a second and discuss. We have Wing or Lose here, Tony Collector 10, Nelson Morales, what's going on? Trevor from 1/6 Shooter, Mark Tac Tac, NYC Figure Fanatic says perfect. Ooh, of course. Thank you for noticing. Joseph Joker, welcome. Ultra Magnetic Lion, how's it going? One more content day for sure. Rich M from the Butter Nation, welcome. Says happy Friday, y'all. Rich is over across yonder pond. Inquisitive Minds, welcome. Mackerson is watching on Twitch. Thank you so much. Always good to see you here. And Marcus Yee, what's going on? 796 Studios, Mario, how are you, sir? He's here for Troy, whatever. And Phil Jones, Old Man Legends, says, I'm here, Kev, just got out of surgery. Oh my goodness. I hope you are well. I don't know why you want to watch me do anything. Troy, you're on Instagram at Troy Collects Toys.
Yes,
Why don't you
sir.
let people know real quick what you kind of do there.
I try to post daily and try to keep you guys entertained. I try to keep you guys in the loop with pre-orders that go up at certain retailers, making sure that the Canadian collectors have, easy access to the figures because, hey, we all want figures. We all want to get our pre-orders in. And honestly, I have to big shout out to Win or Lose because he's helped me in the past get some SKUs up. So, and honestly, big shout out to him because he's helped me kind of build my Ursa Major wave. I'm just missing one small little piece there. So the Build-A-Bear is almost done. I just need Ultron and yeah, so it's almost complete. But yeah,
Trevor said we just all had our wallets surgically removed by Hasbro. That's the surgery.
just a little bit, guys. Just a little bit.
And Jason, why don't you let people know?
Sure, man. I'm happy to get the tech stuff sorted out. My phone was crapping out on me. So, yeah, I'm Jason Lapidus, at Jason Lapidus on Instagram and social media. I'm part of Group of 7 Comics. I make a comic book series. It's an action-adventure series starring 7 famous Canadians on a secret but fictional mission to save the world. I do all sorts of commissions and any other kind of comic book-focused art. Love collecting action figures. There's none in the shot unless you have a really good eye for a few on that shelf somewhere there, hidden amongst the books. I don't update with toys. I've been mostly going after the 3 3/4 Marvel Legends, making sure I'm up to date on that. Loving Troy's SKU information so I can, keep up with EB and get my pre-orders in. Everything's good here though, man. Just rearranging my studio, so I'm trying to find an angle where it didn't show so much of the mess because there's just piles of it. And I got to rearrange what I'm now calling my collections room, which has all my comics and all my action figures. And now it's accessible to outsiders, which is wonderful for my wife and children.
That's good to see, man. Shout outs to everyone, all the channel members that are in the group right now. It's just a fun way to interact with the chat. If it's not required. I love having everyone here to hang out and talk about this stuff. But if you want to, added some fun emotes for the chat in YouTube. So like Rich M has access to the dope or nope emotes for this segment that we do. That's kind of the main reason I wanted to do it. And that stuff goes towards upgrading the channel for things. But again, completely optional. Today, Fan First Friday wasn't there. Okay, it was a big reveal, but there wasn't a lot of stuff. And I haven't chatted with you two with regards to Marvel Legends. There hasn't been a Marvel Fan First Friday for a while now, but there have been some releases in that time. So, why don't we do a little warm up? Do a little warm up towards the Devourer of Worlds that we saw today. So I hope you've all stretched and are ready for the warm up.
Oh, yeah. So what's the last time we did this for the Age of Apocalypse Wave 2?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so, right? Maybe. Guys, it's been so long. It's been 84 years. If you caught my reference.
One full Disney Plus series.
Yes.
Half a Disney Plus series.
We have Mr. Playing with Myself in the house. What's up, Adam? Yeah, in that time, Loki has come and gone. Black Widow has, I guess, not gone, but it was here. Let's try to keep it spoiler free at this point. I know it's been a while, but there have some people who haven't seen it yet. They're probably not here for that kind of stuff. So let's try to keep it that way. Just trying to be considerate of some other people. I did a whole separate stream for Black Widow. So if you want to be spoiled, just go watch that right after this. On the 1st of this month, I did a stream with the Enablers. We talked about this Venom that was released or revealed, and it retro card, awesome box art with the cell shaded painting to make it look like the animated series style. Real quick recap, Troy, what do you think? Dope or nope?
It's dope. I'm definitely going to get it when it comes available during PulseCon. I think that we're definitely going to get a regular version. So hopefully regular collectors can get this, but definitely a dope.
When you say regular version, you mean like this paint scheme, but non-retro card?
Yeah, well, classic version without the red and blue, just the black, white Venom. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, that's a dope for me. Jason, how about you?
Dope, absolutely dope for me. I'm not gonna get it though, because I'm trying to limit to like one version of each character that I really, really want, and I want the comic book paint apps on the movie Venom body. I love those proportions. I think that's phenomenal. And so I've seen some customs of that, and instead of doing that custom myself, I'm just gonna wait a while because Hasbro has time and time again just given me what I wanted when I wait. So this looks amazing. I love the idea of the double lighting. So like the blue highlights from one side and the red from the other. I think it's so much fun. It's just really playful. And I think for those fans of that animated series, they're going to, it just probably really hits a special spot that they haven't done in any other Marvel Legends figure. There's never been one that was, as you called it, cell shaded. So I think this is a unique product and maybe the start of something cool, like a whole line or, a whole wave that is animated series colored or themed that way. Lots of people do these customs online though. Like you see, they'll do.
Yeah, I've seen one like this.
Like blue highlights around the outside, or But this looks really great. I love the new forearms. Love the hands.
As a comic artist and colorist, would you say that the cell shading is all in the right spots, or it's done in a way where you can get it at every angle?
Stop it! It will never be that it will work from every angle. It's just like exactly. The old Toy Biz figures, all the shading on them only works in theory, and they really know how to do it well in the promo shots. But the second you put it in real life with multiple sources of light, like a window and a overhead light and a lamp in a room, it ceases to be the illusion starts to break. But that doesn't mean it takes away from the fun of it, right?
No, of course not.
Right. So if this captures your affection and your nostalgia and makes you feel great, it's still going to, even if the lighting isn't mathematically accurate, you know what I mean?
Mathematically
or artistically accurate, whatever word, because it's physics, really, light and all that.
I think I regard it more like a display art piece for the way that it's executed on the retro card. I just something to see on the wall. Not that I have wall space, but the hypothetical wall.
I love the veins in the forearms and the hands. Like it really looks great. It looks great.
We have 796 Studios who says dope. I mean, we did discuss this for almost 6 hours on that day, so we've definitely convinced him. He liked it because he liked that old 5-inch one with the the rubber mask Venom that you can put on and squeeze the Venom through his chest with that weird bottle of goop. I don't know if you guys remember that. Inquisitive Mind says it's definitely a must get. Mark Tac says no. RMD Collective on Twitch says it's a no for me. Retail price is $32. I completely understand. I respect that. It is a little bit pricier. Also, the shoulder holes, based on the buck that they used, was not filled in. Unfortunate, but for me, I'm getting it to keep it on card anyway. I don't think I'll be playing. See, there's somebody on Instagram who makes dioramas with the cell shading technique, and I think it's really cool. But once you add something that's not cell shaded, for me, it's just kind of like, it like you said, it kind of breaks that illusion. It's not the same. Right. It's not the same look. So would it be the same in this case in reverse? But I don't think this will be an opener for me. But it's a dope.
Any theories about those shoulder holes other than we know that it's from the Omega Red buck?
I think that's it.
Is it that we're not going to put like Venom tendrils coming out? Like, is it not kind of a cross purpose for that, or is it really just gaps in the trapezius muscle? Like, is that all it is?
Is that the actual Latin term? Trapezius?
Trapezius is the muscle here. Your traps, right there and right here. From the neck to the shoulders, yes. But anyway,
trapezoids. That's an actual shape.
Trapezoid is a geometric shape. Trapezius is the name for the muscle, the anatomical name. But
I thought that they said they didn't have time to fill it in because they're reusing it. So they're going to, if it continues, they're going to, I guess, fill the holes in.
This was on Dwight's. Dwight's the lead designer, and on his Instagram, it does say he put this post up. With the Omega Redeco also in the works. We couldn't fill them at this time. Oh, sorry. The holes in the shoulders are from Omega Red's shoulder harness with the Omega redeco also in the works. We couldn't fill them at this time. Sorry. Hope you can still enjoy him. Right, because they have the Omega Red in the 5-pack. So I guess they were making more.
I guess
in the factory, and they're like, okay, we can't fill this. I don't know. Again,
I'm not a fan of bashing them. I'm not. This just seems like a real odd move, especially with Venom is such a hunchy shoulder and trapezius and neck kind of guy. Like
trapezius and neck.
Sorry, I won't say it anymore.
No, I like it.
It's such a prominent part of the way that people draw Venom as well. That muscle is so exaggerated, and the neck is all veiny, and I'm very surprised. And since I wasn't going to get it anyway, it wasn't the make or break. And the other Venom, remind me, guys, because I didn't get the one from the Venom wave. I have the one from, I think, the Sandman wave, which is the same figure as the Venom wave. Is it not? With a different head. He had the removable mask, he had the unmasked head, and he had tendrils.
Yes.
So tell me, do the tendrils on that Venom, would they fit in those? Yeah, I can't see which between the two, which one that actually is.
This one has the peg hole in the center of the back.
Right.
I don't even know where the props are for this.
I think I sold mine.
All I can think about right now is my neck, my back, my trapezius, and my. That's the song. All right. No, let's stop there. We know the rest of the words.
Yes.
Let's move on along to. I'm just terrible. You make up songs with kids all the time. So,
no.
Well, not those songs, but
you do.
I'm making up a lot of songs. Sometime recent. Oh, they announced this Sylvie from the Loki Disney Plus series. They put out one picture, I think last week, and then they updated more with more pictures a few days ago, sometime this week. And is this it? Yeah, this is it. So now it shows she has her sword as well, the full costume, and someone commented it's like she didn't have a hair bun, and then somebody told me, yeah, top, not like Troy there, the Bro-Katan hair, but someone else said she had it in like one episode. But other than that, do you gentlemen or anyone in the chat, everyone in the chat, how do you feel about this figure? Maybe based on how it looks, maybe based on how you like the character. Let me know without spoiling the show. Troy, you want to go first?
Yeah. Okay. So I broke in my streak of not collecting MCU by Miss Wanda here.
But she's so good. Like she's so good.
Such an amazing figure. Like Hasbro killed it. Sylvie, she's definitely an instant get. So she's a dope for me. I could justify buying Sylvie now because watching Loki and having all these variants, I could have a variant shelf, guys. So definitely going to buy Sylvie. She is a dope for me. And I absolutely love Sophia DiMartino. Like I loved her so much in this.
Oh, she's fantastic.
So good.
I just don't, we don't have the regular Marvel Legends stance of putting the Dukes up for this promo shot. It's I made this the Michael Jackson, the leaning pose. That's what it reminds me of. Jason, what do you think about this Sylvie?
I like it mostly. I like that her cloak comes off, so they get the different looks from her. I have a soft spot for modern female figures because they are so much better than female figures used to be, and I draw a comic book series with females in action, and so I always like to have military booted, pant wearing female action figures that I can use as reference models around my desk and whatnot. So I'm really tempted.
This pinless?
It looks like it from here, right?
Looks like it, yeah.
I don't know how. Okay, not spoiling anything. I'm not going to say whether I think there's going to be more of her or not.
Okay.
If there isn't more of her, then in the future, then is she just a blip on my radar and she doesn't warrant a spot on my limited space MCU shelf? And if there is going to be more of her, are they going to make a better figure in a year or 2 years? Not okay. So that's just a question that's in my head that I have to figure out. My second question is the pairing of her with Loki, which you want those characters together. And I'm not spoiling anything that's from the last couple weeks. Those characters spend some time together on the show. He's not wearing his jacket in any of those scenes. He is in the shirt and on the run. And they gave us a figure of him very pedestrian, wind swept hair, sort of, but he doesn't look like he's Loki on the run, running through time.
I have a solution.
Switch some arms and all that stuff.
You could use the J. Jonah Jameson body.
True. Does this? Yeah. I mean, does he have the holster thing?
Yes, he does.
J. Jonah Jameson is wearing a holster?
He does. I think he does.
Are you sure they're not just suspenders?
Because it's based off, isn't it based off the Nick Fury body? Because that one has the suspenders underneath.
I thought it was Ulysses S. Claw, but
let me double check 1 second.
Yeah, you do that. So
that's not very dismissive. Yeah, you do that.
It's because I'm teasing. It's for fun. If I could make a Loki that pairs with her, I think it would make a stronger, moment on the shelf. And if not, then maybe I would pass. We'll see.
But would this be your definitive Sylvie, or you're afraid that she might have a new look in the future that they would have? I mean, this looks like what she looks like in season 1.
She's way blonder in this than she is in the show. In the show, she has some blonde highlights and lots of brown hair. And now I'm being nitpicky, and it doesn't serve. Nice.
So no holsters.
Right.
I apologize.
It's all good, man. It's all good. You know what I'm probably going to do in real life is wait until I see, hopefully she'll go on sale cheap, and I'll pick it up cheap. But I'm not going to be pre-ordering or paying any kind of comic book store premium, which I often do in other figures. I'll pay that local store, Kevin, the one or one of the two that you and I would go to. Once in a while I'll pay a premium just to get a figure in my hand right now, but I don't think I will this one. But I do like it. I think it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a dope for me. I mean, they did so well with her character. No mention of where this is, if this isn't a wave or anything, right? So
Marcus is asking, why not use the Coulson buck? Just firstly, I hate the feet on all those suited bodies. I hate the shoes.
They're a little hard to pose, right?
They are, and I'm really tired of that buck overall. Mm-hmm. But Marcus, mostly my attitude is, like I said before, I don't want to customize figures as much as I used to, other than head swaps and accessory swaps and whatnot. Because the second I try and mix and match skin tones and paints, especially pre-modern Marvel Legends and ones from 5+ years ago, they really don't seem to gel aesthetically. Once you start cracking out the paints and doing stuff, now it's like project, and I have other projects I'm doing. So I want the Loki from this show, for me, is the one where he is not jacketed. It's him sleeves rolled up and on the run. Hopefully knives in hand. But anyway, I digress.
Well, let us move on to one other thing that has come out since our last gathering. Another PulseCon exclusive 2-pack. This MODOK with Elvis-looking face, hair, shooting hamburgers, and the Captain. Convention exclusive. I think it's pretty perfect. If you miss it, I don't think your set is incomplete. Otherwise, it's like a fun thing. If you were at a convention. I'm going to say nope because of how difficult it was for me to put MODOK together. No, I'm kidding. It's really cool. I mean, to have designed the character to have swappable faceplates and then just be like, hey, we could just make another faceplate for this variant. Variant. There we go. You can. I think that's a pretty cool idea. And hamburger shooting effect. That's just fun, right? Isn't that what conventions exclusives are supposed to be? Just like a fun set. But then you get the Captain, who I don't believe has shown up anywhere or has been mentioned to be released anywhere else yet. So maybe down the line it will be. if they're making this team. I didn't even know what this team was until this came out, and then I went to read that little mini series for it, and it was fantastic. Troy, what did you think about this?
So, I mean, honestly, we have to remember convention exclusives should be fun. Last year, the Hellfire Club was like, oh my God, we're getting all these great characters. And
That wasn't
this
fun.
is
That was just
exclusive.
badass.
That was badass. But like, where everyone was panicking. This is
Yeah.
perfect because people don't have to go out and get it if they don't want it.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that it's a very niche thing. And when Next Wave was out, it was a niche comic. It was going along with Civil War, and they had their Civil War tie, but people didn't really like, if you didn't read it, you didn't read it. For me personally, I love Next Wave, and I absolutely love this set. So it's definitely it's definitely going to be bought. And personally, again, it's going on my variant shelf. So it's going to be right there. So that's why I could justify the purchase.
And it'll replace our MODOKs with the stress marks from trying to put it together the first time. Jason, did you get MODOK too?
I did, and I really enjoyed the moment where I was building up here in my studio, which is in the upstairs of the house, and my wife walked in the room. And when you're married, everything is shared legally. So she said, oh, "What is that, and why do you have it?" I said, "No, we have it. It's yours too." And she was like, "Oh," because it is a really disturbing looking toy if you don't know the context. So
that's what makes it so good.
I did get MODOK. He's on my villain shelf, which is ever growing now, thanks to the new villain wave. I love him sitting, amongst those other, kind of older characters. It's really great. One MODOK a century is probably enough for me.
Yeah. That's
and maybe, like I said about waiting before, maybe if they gave me a cheeseburger gun effect variant, I would have preferred that because, no, this one's a nope for me, not out of a quality issue. It just doesn't. I only have room for one MODOK, and I got the one I want.
One MODOK to rule them all. I mean, like it was one panel in that comic where they were just going through stages of villains, and then like one panel had them fighting a whole bunch of these MODOKs with burger guns. So very rare for me that I go nope, but it's not because these suck. It's because they look so much fun. Do I need a Next Wave team? No.
Right.
Am I going to regret making that decision? Maybe. But then, like other members, do I have to go backtrack? Machine Man. What was it?
See, Machine
Monica
Man
Rambeau
is great for me because he's a Kirby character.
Right.
So I want those kinds of things around. So I've got a Machine Man, and I got a Monica Rambeau from Troy.
Yes.
I once came out to Brampton with my kids in tow. We met at the mall. First time I met you in the mall, stranger, and you gave me, or you sold me half the X-Force, or the A-Force, pardon me. I got She-Hulk, a Monica Rambeau, and another one, and Sif.
Oh, wow. I see. I don't remember this.
True story.
But hey, Rich, if they do put an Elvis variant on in Galactus, of course I'm going to buy another one.
That's ridiculous. As long as they don't make like a symbiote faceplate Galactus or something venomized.
Oh gosh, please don't. Please don't.
Use the hamburger effect for a Popeye and Wimpy shot. That would be amazing. That's an awesome idea, win or lose. Elvis MODOK is dope, but too soon since the first one. Yeah, I get it. I mean, it seems like the first MODOK is starting to go on sale. It was on sale here on Amazon for a little bit, and then I think in the US might be going cheaper as well. But that is a rare nope from me, and that's just me casting my vote, I guess, in a matter of speaking, as a sensible adult collector. Oh, that sounds gross.
I can't be sensible, guys. We've been in this lockdown for too long. I need my toys.
I'm surrounded by empty toy boxes right now.
Same.
From last night. That sounds weird. If you didn't know what I did yesterday, like unboxing Thursday, it's like, oh, I'm just surrounded by empty toy boxes from last night. Also revealed, it was previously revealed as just a render, but now we have a classic Hercules, Marvel Legends Hercules, and we know that it's coming on a retro card. You can get this from Pulse. You can get this from its fan channel, your comic shops, everywhere. Jason, I'm going to let you take the lead on this.
He's so naked.
Yes.
He's so naked. So this is the Hercules that I grew up reading in Avengers when I was a kid. I think it was a Roger Stern, John Buscema, Tom Palmer run on Avengers that I started collecting when I was a wee guy. I have the Marvel Universe version of this figure, and it's a standout in the line, and this one is a perfect match for it. I love there's two heads, and one is smiling, obviously, like a big, just jerk smile, and the other head is it a skewed eyebrow? Like, is it? He also looks like he's kind of still smiling.
One is a little bit higher.
It's like we have two versions of a smile, which I think is maybe a first in Marvel Legends head swaps, like two smiling faces. I think it's hilarious. I'm going to just challenge your use of the word classic on this, because there is a previous, there's at least two other Hercules costumes before this. And one is the original one that he wore when he appears in Thor, where he has those leather strap boots that go up his leg, and then a sash that goes across. And I'm such a sucker for the Kirby stuff that I actually want that one too.
So are you going to hold out for that and not buy this?
No, I will buy this because this guy.
First of all, challenge sustained. That's fine.
This guy fits on my 80s Avengers shelf, with figures that I don't have yet because they don't exist, like that version of Captain Marvel, the Monica Rambeau in the white and black, and that version of Wonder Man where he's in some god awful costume. I want and my Black Knight, he goes with Black Knight, which is really cool. So I want this guy for sure. He's a very, very dope, but I want the other one too. I want the Kirby original with the sash.
Marcus Yee is saying the same thing. Nope. For me, I personally like the other classic design where he has a sideways sash and the boots are more World War Hulk-like.
Yeah, those were really cool, like gladiator style.
Right.
I do have the Toy Biz one as well. And I've contemplated pillaging that body for parts to mix and match with the modern Hercules that I have, but I don't think it'll work. I think that.
So this is a dope for you?
This is a dope. Yep, it's dope.
Phil Jones also says dope. Inquisitive Minds. Troy, how about yourself?
So I love my man bun Hercules. So I'm a stickler for it. I love it. I think I loved that comic book series of Hercules. So I'm probably going to display that over this. Yes, I will get it because it's a retro card. And I think it's so cool that they're going back to the first and second series of the Avengers retro cards and putting out more figures for this. Mm-hmm. So I'm all for it. My only concern about this is walking into a Toys R Us and seeing this on a shelf, and a mom and a kid are in that aisle going, wow, there's a man in a Speedo toy.
But wrestling figures are dressed true. Like this for the most part.
Yeah, but he's wearing a BDSM harness.
Troy, I heard
and the paddle.
Troy, I heard that retailers are going to offer a paper bag version. So in the aisle, you can just go from the shelf,
oh my God,
place it in the paper bag, and then walk through the store on your way to the checkout, so no one can see what you've put.
Yeah, that's funny. I thought you weren't the concern wasn't that a mom and child would be in the aisle, but you cashing out with it. There's always when you go to Toys R Us and they always ask you, do you need a gift receipt? And at first I would be like, no, it's for me. And then now, after all this time, I've gotten comfortable with it, and all the, knowing that there's all these collectors out there, it's just they're like, oh, do you need a gift receipt? I go, no, it's for me. But I let's approach checking out this toy with the same confidence.
If I'm wearing one of your T-shirts, Kevin, the Galactus awesome one you have on today, I get snarky, and they're like, do you need a gift receipt? And I say, do I look like I need a gift receipt?
Jeez, they're just kids, they're just teenagers.
So if I would buy this at Toys R Us, I would definitely go, yeah, no, I definitely need a gift receipt. This is not for me, but it's definitely for me. But thank goodness I put in my pre-order at EB Games online. So the person in the warehouse is just the one who's judging me for this, and that's all.
This Troy guy again.
This Troy guy. Who is this guy?
Why
But,
did Troy order 4 of these?
guys, I need my naked man on my shelf. That's what I need. I need to put him with my my Namor.
I have a
But
question. Oh, sorry. You go, Troy.
no,
I'll-
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, though, when it comes to the Buck and Unworthy Thor, I don't remember what Buck that one is on. Is the Unworthy Thor so old that it wouldn't be on this?
I think that's the Hyperion body mold, is it not? And
Possibly.
then it's like a newer
Because
lower half.
he's not as big as that Thor is not as big as like 80th Thor.
Mhm.
And it frustrates me because I really like that ragged look for Thor. So I might actually have to get 2 of these and combine to make myself a custom Unworthy Thor.
That's
Well,
actually a good idea.
You're buying 4 for sure then. Inquisitive Mind says add 2 more arms and they can remake this into 4-arm.
Nice. From the Mutates? Is that who Forearm is? There's a character in like Sauron, the Mutates in Savage Land. There's a guy that looks just like this, but he's got 4 arms.
I think he was like a villain in. Is it X-Force?
Well, that would
Somebody will fact check me.
consistent with X-Men villain.
He kind of had the same green strap thing too. Adam Van Wickler says he's wearing the perfect amount of clothing. The
It is
adequate
awesome.
amount.
It really is a great figure.
Rich M, I'm asking my mother for Herc and shirtless Wolverine this Christmas. Awesome. Santa and the elves will be working hard on that. I might go search for this in store wearing this outfit. You will be arrested.
I love how uncomfortable we all get around this. It's just
Mutant
nothing.
Liberation Front. That's what he was from.
Right.
But this is a dope for me. I'm buying this to open. I guess they kind of have like the strap like boots, just not as high. They kind of look like it. I don't know. It's cool. Anything that has to do with a little bit of Greek mythology, not a little bit. This is. I think it's awesome and it's worthy of an action figure in my collection.
So here's my bold prediction for August Marvel Monday. It's going to be the Tigra figure that's going to be on the retro card.
Did you ever call her Tigra? Is that a thing?
Tigra. I don't know. I just I was like, I don't know the pronunciation, so I'm going to say it both ways. Tigra.
It's
Tigra.
Yeah, I always assumed it was Tigra, but maybe that was because
like
of
a lady
the
tiger.
Thundercats. I'm by the way, I'm a little bit fascinated or fixated on different pronunciations of Marvel characters before they were in media that we all got to see and hear. So like the kids would pronounce it Magneto or Submariner or what, all these different things. You know what I mean? Kevin Smith still says Namor instead of Namor. I'm like, dude, stop saying Namor. But yeah, it's
Again with the Kevin Smith bashing, Jason.
I'm not bashing him. He just can't get past that one thing. I watch his show every week. Well, when it's on.
I know. It's just that it's just I guess more of a meme now that we've spoken about it before and made that joke. What was it with the $500 transforming transformer?
Right.
Oh boy.
I heard it was pronounced Tigre, says Phil Jones. Is that like a French?
Yeah, if it was an RE, like Tigre, like,
Tigre.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that brings us up to today. And earlier today, before the event started, there were a lot of teases, on social media. New York Times, I believe, was the one that had the leaked promo. Well, not a leak. It was a promo teaser. I should really learn these official words of. I'm just talking slowly and stalling right now while I bring up some pictures.
Honestly, can I be very honest here? I was
would
kind
prefer
of
nothing more.
I was kind of really sad that it kind of got leaked out last night, like
Oh, right.
by Hasbro Pulse itself. I just thought it was like, man, like they could have, like I feel like they had to announce it a little bit earlier and tease us a little bit because it was leaked out, and I feel like, I mean, errors happen, and it was like, damn.
Wait, it
like,
was on their site, right? I remember you sent
Yeah.
a screenshot, but I mean, they were probably preparing for today, so it's not like they had to
yeah.
speed it up. I mean, it can't be. You saw the Star Wars leak one?
That was, I sent that to you, right? I was like,
Yeah.
they?
A bunch of people sent it. That was funny.
I was like, did they just?
I felt really bad. Jason, did you end up watching that video?
I did, of course.
I felt kind of bad, and I didn't share it. I didn't want it to be like just posted everywhere, but you know, I did call Rancor.
Yeah.
Saying.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I was like, man, he kind of slipped up there. Oops. But listen, mistakes happen, and we're all human, and it happens, guys.
It begs the question: did that leak get more eyes, or like everyone kind of hyping it up because it was a leak than like an official release? It's like, oh no, that dude totally messed up, let's share it everywhere. And it's just like, did that bring more attention? I'm not saying it should be a tactic that you use for marketing or anything, which is crazy. That was just funny though. But
honestly, like, any promotion is good promotion, right? Like,
true.
That's what we learned in advertising school. But listen, like, if he didn't mean to do it, there's conversation going on about it, and people are hyped about it.
Yes. But then, yeah, I think StarWars.com put out an article today. They're like, you know, the Rancor might be coming as the Haslab. So it's like, that sounds pretty official for StarWars.com to speculate. So, you know, it's probably it. Jason, did you have something too? I
was just going to back and just say that the character I was thinking of with the forearms from the Savage Land Mutates is called Barbarous. Different character, but he's a four-armed member of, you know, Magneto's Mutates and Sauron's characters all in Savage Land. But let's move forward.
All right. Before we leave the Rancor sounds awesome. Anyway. So today, they just started off. They didn't have Ryan there today. They gave him a day off.
Can we also just give a round of applause for Dan, who like moderated that whole thing? Like, awesome. Like, I was like, man, he's actually taking the reins here, because, like, you know, Dan doesn't really talk unless he's like he has something to say. But this time, he like took control of it. So, big shout out.
Shout out. Yeah, I mean, they did a fantastic job. Like you said, he took over with Dwight was there. They invited on Jesse and Agent M himself, and I think those guys made a pretty funny panel. Just the way they were interacting, and that Ryan was just like, give me the Galactus, just give it to me, just send it to me. But yeah, let's get to it. We have revealed a Haslab Galactus. I don't know what my next screenshot is. This is weird.
Jason, can we just say that you called it?
What are you?
And I got it wrong last time.
What did you say? Fantasticar?
I said Fantasticar,
which is totally valid and would have been awesome.
You got it right though.
Of the two options. I'll take it. I'll take the win. Thank you. But, you know.
File is corrupted. What kind of screenshots are these? What kind of... I'm a YouTuber. Well, whatever. I guess I don't need those photos. Thanks, computer. Let's just use these
ones.
Want
us to okay. It is incredible. Really
it is
incredible.
A 32-inch tall Haslab Galactus. Lights on the chest, on his head piece, on the back, I believe.
It's the ones on the ears, like the vents here, that just blow my mind as well. Like this power just coming out of his brain.
Oh, right here?
Yeah. So
and there's
cool.
there's a texture over it, like a grill or something. Makes it look like something powered flowing through like a battery almost.
Can you imagine? But I don't know if either of you have ever seen in Galactus's first appearance what color he actually was. Have you ever seen the very first? So he appears in a 3-part run in Fantastic Four back in '66, and his first coloring is not this. And you know, the artist and the penciler, the inker, and the colorist are 3 different people at least. And we're not necessarily, especially back in those days, the colorists were not part of the conversation. So sometimes they'll get sent color guides for the books, but people are, I mean, Kirby is doing like a comic book every few days. So it's green.
Green. Yes, Marcus Yeast guessed green.
So
really?
I'm just, as a joke, imagining if they did a variant of him in his original color scheme, how ugly, but also how crazy cool it would be to force people to buy 2, so you can get your original.
Wait, like what would that? How would that work? Like
I don't know. He's also partially like,
unlocked?
yeah. I don't know. Maybe I don't even know how to figure this one out. But it just looks so crazy to see. And I would imagine maybe someone's going to make a custom, or maybe someone will, now that they're going to have an extra Galactus kicking around up from a previous line.
That's
like if
true.
you the Marvel Universe one, like I do from Troy also.
What's going on?
Troy, I bought some toys off this guy.
I sell toys to you all the time.
Well, a few times, yeah, and it's been awesome. They were highly valued in my collection. But I'm going to say, if someone painted it the red flesh and green of the original, his original appearance, it would be the ugliest and almost hilarious thing to see. But that reminds me of your talk last night with Brian Flynn from Super 7, how he loves those kind of like crazy other ways of looking at some iconic characters, like in different paint schemes, that just have a value to him personally, and I admire that too. But yeah, this figure is unbelievably great. Like, the only thing that would make it better is if he spoke.
Maybe they'll put like a voice box in it. We never know.
Yeah, that's true. That might be one of the unlocking.
Yeah.
This
sucks. Really cool. I was hoping I would have my screenshots, because the screenshot showed that Dwight had the Sentinel next to this, had the MU Galactus as well, that he was able to show size comparison.
It's in my Instagram story if you have Instagram open.
It's a good idea. So just to talk about this for a second with you guys in terms of display, where are you going to put it? Assuming you're getting it, where are you going to put it? It does not fit on a shelf.
It takes like someone measured it out. It's the 2 bottom levels of your Detolf.
So if you look behind me over here, that's my Marvel Legends shelf.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's so judgment. That's it?
How many bins do you have full of those things somewhere else?
I have like a little bit, but realistically, I sell a lot of my like duplicates and everything. Like, you took a lot of my stuff.
A few.
But like, honestly, like I'm definitely getting it, like hands down. I have no idea where I'm putting the Sentinel. I have no idea where the Galactus is going. They're probably going to go like in front of my TV, like that, because I have no space. Like, it's just crazy. But I might do something where I might get a new shelf. I might like rearrange stuff. But honestly, with the way that Marvel Legends has been going this year, literally, I have where am I going to put this?
Yeah.
One-armed bear.
I have like no idea. Like, things are like constantly evolving in my shelf, and it's going to be massive. And I was thinking of like even taking out like the first top 2 shelves on my my shelf for the Sentinel. Right. What am I going to do for Galactus? Take the 3 shelves out and put them there?
I'm just to play with you guys, just to spitball. Maybe, a cityscape diorama might be the best place, so that characters can be on top of a building opposite him with his legs on the street. Rooftop. Yeah. Something like that.
Yes.
And, so they can interact in some way, because you want that scale. You want the comparison. And you don't want him, necessarily. For even the one that I have, he doesn't fit on my shelves either. And it's like off to the side interacting with the shelf. But it's amazing. I can't wait to see what people do eventually come up with as ways to display. Maybe people make cosmic backgrounds. They'll like print up, some amazing Kirby Crackle displays like behind, and maybe illuminate from the back. I don't know what people are going to do, but there are so many cool things that one could do to really enhance this as an object. If you're going to be paying, $3.99 US for this,
Right.
you make space for this thing, and you make it. You make it this, like I think it was Dwight said, the centerpiece of your collection. I think you really make it great, and you get all your FF and your Avengers and your X-Men teamed up to fight. I mean, that'd be so much fun. That'd be really cool.
Meanwhile, I haven't even made space for my Sentinels yet.
Right.
Yeah, I know, me neither. But have you guys seen that old MarvelLegends.net site? And it had like a huge I guess it was like the Avenger Mansion, I think, wasn't it? But like that's what I picture. So I'm hoping like maybe one day, my cousin is a carpenter, so I'm hoping like he could like build me something, because he's a big Marvel fan. I have to credit Brian, my cousin, for getting me into comics, because if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't do it. So thank goodness now he's a carpenter, so he can make me a cityscape. So that's what I've been literally toying with just like clearing out my basement and like getting that cityscape down there. And I was thinking of even like incorporating that NECA display as well into it.
Oh, the rooftop,
yeah. So I'm hoping like that could be something. But man, it's a huge thing, and I can't wait to actually like physically hold this thing, because that Galactus that came in the MCU, like Marvel Universe wave, that was pretty big.
Yeah.
Right.
This is huge. Like you said, this is a centerpiece item.
Yeah.
So
I think the best approach, though, if people are cautious about the money, is that you buy a costume for your child or neighbor's child, or a cousin or something.
That was my plan with Sentinel. I find a 3D printed cosplay for my son.
Yep.
Or this might be the better option here. I mean, it's crazy. It comes with the 3 different faceplates.
I love it.
I'm always for expressions, but also to include this one as well. What was it? 300 plus pieces. There's 70 POA. I mean, Troy, Jason, chats. There's no question this is dope, right? It's like
beyond
32-inch tall Galactus.
This is no question. Like, I'm definitely buying it. Like, it's something that like I'm saving my paycheck for. Like, I'm going to buy this thing hands down. Like, as soon as I get my commission check, this is going right to it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should just all hop off now, go do a little bit of extra work. Everyone in the chat,
Yeah, if anyone wants to get any comic book art commissions to pay for this for me, hit me up on Instagram, and I will draw you whatever you want so I can earn money to buy that thing for sure. It's amazing. It is really an amazing piece.
It's stunning.
Rich M, dope. M Mackerson, dope. Trevor 16 Shooter says, so yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. I mean, with the Sentinel, I was in like a hot streak in that time. I sold a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna use this money. This is gonna be. And where am I gonna put the Sentinel? The Sentinel seems really close, doesn't it? They're posting more and more pictures. It was supposed to be fall.
Yeah,
September.
Someone told me June, and I was like, oh my god! But it's gonna be like fall again, so I don't mind waiting.
Inquisitive Curiosity, dope. Are you guys watching the secondary market like prices for the Sentinel already? I know it's not in anyone's hands yet, but have you heard any rumors about how much people are trying to buy it for now that it's no longer available from Hasbro?
Yep.
I heard about it yet.
Can you shoot a number so we can?
So I have a reseller friend,
okay,
who bought 5 Sentinels. He said that I think he put them up for 700 or something, and
Canadian,
yeah, and he's like kicking himself and goes, I should have posted it for more, right? Because those instantly went. So
it stands to then reason again. Like Galactus will be even more. right?
Yeah.
This is an improvement from the Sentinel in terms of like every aspect of it. You guys agree?
Right.
That it is
Yeah,
a
How do you
better
guys
figure?
feel that we paid this is the exact same amount as the Sentinel, but this is now size wise an extra, what was it? Was Sentinel 26 inches or something like that?
Yeah.
Well, they showed it side by side. Do you feel like the Sentinel now feels not worth $399? Or do you think they could have priced this up even higher? Or should I shut my mouth before they get more ideas for future Haslabs?
Well, I think they kind of did price it up a little bit with the target, right? So the target for the Sentinel was a little bit lower opposed to this target. So they're kind of, I guess they're kind of compensating for that a little bit. So 14,000 backers as opposed to like 8,000 that was for the Sentinel. So
Right. And
So-
look, like having a figure at this size gives you a lot more options. There's how many POA in the hands? Like each actual finger joint has its own thing. Like that's crazy. He's doing a Kamehameha right here.
So, okay, I have a weird question. How much of this Galactus has parts from Sentinel, do you think? Do you think they kind of share some parts, maybe some inner workings kind of thing?
And then scale it up?
And then, well, they could have, oh, you know what? That's true.
Yeah, I
Never
would say
mind that.
zero. If you, my gut feeling is zero unless I hear otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I was
So-
thinking like they might have shared some parts, but like, honestly, this is probably brand freaking new.
That's what they were saying about the Marvel Universe ones, right? Which is smart, that they were made to have from the same base, and then you can add on the extra parts to make them distinct, which is the economic way to do it. Like we see that with every other wave that they put out of the 6-inch, like they reuse bodies. It makes total sense. I'm thinking we all got to buy at least two and then sell on the secondary market and cover the cost of the first one.
Dwight says no Sentinel reuse during the live stream.
Gotcha.
Right.
I was at work hiding in the bathroom watching the stream, so I didn't really hear as much as I should have.
Troy had some background noise where he was watching and might have missed that part.
A little bit, guys.
I mean, yeah, this prototype, they have a lot. It seems like they're very far along for this reveal compared to when Sentinel was first shown. That's true. Pen2XGP says, yeah, they had a prototype this time compared to only renders for Sentinel. Same thing. I think like the Haslab Razor Crest was kind of the same thing, right? It was just a
Wasn't the Sentinel reveal that all in gray unpainted build? Like, wasn't it the guys putting it together to show? Or am I thinking of?
I mean, I think
Unicron.
one of the earlier streams
Unicron.
for Sentinel, Dwight had a leg or something like that, just to show how large the Sentinel would be.
Right.
So they didn't show the full figure at that point, from what I
I
recall.
don't think so. Yeah. I'm just going back on my Instagram because it's here because I posted it right away. Yeah, they only showed like not a render, but like it might have been like a not an artist. What is it? Like
an artist
like a
rendering,
prototype.
sure.
Sorry, I think they showed a prototype. I'm doing that thing again where I'm showing my phone, but I think it was a prototype that they showed, and yeah.
Did Dwight say this was you can army build this? Because Winger Lou says you can army build a Sentinel. Multiple Galactus purchases is to recover cost. I think he mentioned something about army building? I'm assuming something to do with one of the tier unlocks will give you an army builder.
Maybe, hopefully.
I thought it was also.
And what do you do with like four Galactuses is just an army build? Sentinel came with Bastion.
But I'm 100% sure we're gonna get some like unique figures in here. I'm definitely thinking that we're gonna get the Richards kids in with this because they don't really fit in the main line, right? So I feel like this would be something that would go with this. So, and I do see some heralds coming in as well. So
that would be cool.
Would they put together at least one unique Silver Surfer? Okay, how about this? I'm going to ask you guys: if there was a version of Silver Surfer that was to come with this, what would it be?
Norrinrad
on metal. Would it be like in a or semi-transformed, like semi-silverized? Would it be? I don't know.
I don't honestly. I personally wouldn't want a Silver Surfer with this, even though it like perfectly goes with it. Because
Yeah.
we've gotten some really good Silver Surfers in the last couple years, but I could definitely see like that like pre Silver Surfer Norrin Rad kind of figure going with this too. But I have no idea.
Do you think if they packed it in with another character, do you think they would make them smaller than 6-inch to be, or just keep it 6-inch as well to go with this?
6 inch.
I think they'll keep it 6-inch.
Because you know what was really cool? Mini Mates did a Galactus. They're those little figures, but they had a really, really small Silver Surfer accessory that you could kind of clip on, and it was flying around Galactus. I thought something like that to be cool if you wanted just this piece and you
Right.
don't display it with your Marvel Legends or stuff like that. You just want that maybe a actual to scale, smaller, non-articulate, something like that to go with it to just kind of give it a little bit more if you're not displaying it with Legends.
Did you just say that the Minimates one had a clip-on Silver Surfer for like behind him, kind of? Is that what you're saying?
It clips from behind, and there's like an effect of him on the board flying around.
Okay.
Galactus.
I think that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I know.
Especially if you have characters in the foreground that are Marvel Legends, and then
Mhm.
you're like way up, and you imagine Surfer is way back there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or just way above,
that'd
standing
be
towering
pretty
over
cool
them.
too. I'd be
Yeah.
from a display point of view, that'd be really cool.
So I definitely could see like Nova Frankie Ray being part of this.
Yeah.
Definitely. I can also see like a modern Thor, that that new Thor from he's a Herald of Galactus.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense, actually.
I could see him being in there as well, but like I don't know if they would really stick like A-listers in this, but maybe it's something that they would do to like boost the campaign a little bit. But I have no idea. Like honestly, anything is on the table. We know that there's going to be tier unlocks, and hopefully that we get like something that's worth it. Oh, that's dope.
Right. So if you imagine something like this to go onto your Haslab Galactus as an
Right.
accessory, and then if you wanted, you have your existing Silver Surfer 6-inch figures, you can still put them on. But like if you want to do a different style of display, I just maybe it'd be a cool tier unlock. That's just me, and I'm just a sucker for mini mates anyway, so that's why I know about that stuff, which is ridiculous. There are at least 4 other famous heralds: Nova, Firelord, Airwalker, and Terrax. Yeah.
And Aunt May.
Wasn't Dazzler Deadpool also a herald at some point?
I don't know.
Because I just read that.
But I have an issue of Marvel Team Up where Aunt May is a Herald of Galactus.
Oh my goodness. Maybe this is where we get Aunt May from.
Here?
Maybe. We've been wanting her, and this is a perfect item. This is a perfect place to put her.
I have a 3 and 3 3/4 Silver Surfer from the Marvel Universe line. I mean, you can do that if you have to. That would probably work as well.
Yeah, I mean, somebody on my IG complained. They're like, "This isn't to scale."
Okay.
And yeah,
Dude.
and my answer was like, "Oh, if it was, would you buy it?" Like, you still wouldn't buy it.
Firstly, Galactus changes scale in the early days in every single panel. Kirby did not draw that guy using some sort of guide. Sometimes he fits between buildings. Sometimes he's taller than buildings. Alex Ross draws him at a ridiculous height. Like it really changes. I don't know if there is maybe someone else is like they've narrowed it down to a specific height these days, but all of it works.
I could picture like them putting like a cloud around him, like the Fantastic Four movie.
Or maybe like a little Fantastic Car attachment.
Or Fantastic Four 2 movie variant. Just a cloud of nothing. Just this world. But yeah, Fantastic Car, clip-on piece, a little wire. That'd be really fun too.
Yeah. So I mean, that guy wasn't entirely wrong. But if this is the size that Galactus is as the toy, you add the little accessories just for fun, for options, right? These are always options. The tiers and accessories aren't like things you have to display it with, I guess, unless you are buying 5 to keep and display. I like the face without the faceplate, and it was just like the scary robot face, which was the purple underneath. But I like that, MODOK and this with the face swaps. Hopefully, it's something that can be worked into 6-inch figures more often instead of like an entire face. Because like SH Figure Arts, import stuff. Sometimes they just Dragon Ball stuff. You take the hair piece off of a regular figure, slide the faceplate, put it back, put the hair. So maybe this is looking into that kind of technology for. Because I'm always saying I want more expressive face sculpts for my legends.
Yeah.
So hopefully this is a move in that direction.
When did this go live? Like exactly at 11?
Well, according to it was up on the website last night.
But honestly, I'm like really surprised at how fast this is kind of getting backed. Like
45.62 currently.
Yeah. And there's 45 days. I mean, hey, like I'm totally down for it, but I'm definitely not putting my pre-order just yet. I'm just waiting for some more goodies to be revealed.
Joy, should I get a Galactus? Oh, what's that face?
And she's like, "Is Galactus another job? Is that what that means? Get another job? Yeah,
another job.
You should get a Galactus if that means you got another job."
Winger Lou says the link went live around 11:30 a.m. Eastern, which is, I guess, when they wrapped up pretty much.
Yeah, that's when I was done on the toilet.
Are you okay in there, Troy? In the back of all classic Marvel cards, cosmic entities always had size as variable. We don't need Galactus to be ginormous. At some point, he turns into a diorama.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's fine. They picked a size and they're going to execute it at that scale, and make it work. And if you don't, you don't have to spend the $400.
Honestly, but like it's so worth the $400. It's so worth it.
Jason, you've been debating all morning. Have you come to a conclusion, or you're still debating? You're gonna see the tiers. Do the tiers even matter?
I think part of my debate was based on the illusion that I had to decide today.
Okay.
So now that I have 44 more days to think about it, I'm gonna just sit on the fence. And let's see what happens in the rest of my summer. If things go a certain direction and there's, a surplus, then I will definitely consider it. But I just, like I said, redid my studio, and I just redid the room where my collection plural, and I do not see how there is a room. But it is time for one of my children to move out of the house, so. Maybe there's a bed and a full dresser set. And
a 12-year-old?
I've got a 12 and a 10, so I'm just joking, obviously. But, Galactus needs his own room, I think.
Yeah. But where there is a will, there is a way.
People in the chat, if you have any suggestions for Jason on how to convince his wife within the next 45 days, all of those are welcome. I'm sure he will throw one strategy every day and try something. I just picture you walking into she's like laying in the bedroom on the phone, and you're like, "Hey, how about this?" And then she'd be like, "Nope." And then you just walk out of the room, and then it's just a montage of you walking in every day with a new idea.
That's a good idea.
Back to the drawing board. Big Tasty, welcome to the stream. Says, I thought Sentinel was overpriced. This is a steal in comparison. And that's what I mean. I didn't think the Sentinel was overpriced, but now that I have something to look at it side by side, and it's the same price, again, I should keep my mouth shut about they could have raised the price. I don't know.
Who's bigger, Haslab Unicron or Haslab Sentinel?
Oh, I don't even know.
I saw a picture in a chat. I believe this is just like a hair taller than Unicron.
Oh, really?
Someone on, I think, Reddit or Twitter, somewhere where
but the question
people
is
have time to do this stuff. They just
Unicron or Sentinel? That's the question.
Who's bigger, Haslab, Unicron, or I don't know these things.
I don't know. I think isn't Unicron bigger?
Why don't we just look up how big is Unicron?
Oh
I have
yeah.
figures in front of my
8-Bit
keyboard.
Monk says, tell her it's an exchange student. Yeah, that's a good one. Tell her she can use the carpool lane.
Right.
These are all fantastic. You remember that episode of Curb where he writes the idea for Kramer? Kramer's like, he just hires a prostitute so he can take the carpool lane to go to the baseball game. Get a couple of these. Haslab Unicron.
Who's talking millimeters? Come on.
Oh, I have to
Talking action
convert.
figures. We don't do millimeters for action figures.
Which, you should, because it's more accurate
Yes, of course.
especially for talking action figures. 27 inches has under it's the biggest. Yeah, 27 inches for Unicron,
Wow.
And what was Sentinel? 26?
And a half.
I believe so.
So barely that
Yeah.
much.
But that puts Galactus still, I mean, that much bigger.
Boop.
Now, would Galactus eat Unicron?
Yes.
Eat
He
Unicron.
hungers.
Well, Galactus is a planet eater.
I mean,
So
just
is
tell her
Unicron.
it'll go for 5 times more on eBay,
Right.
in a
Well, that's the idea. Is it's
but
an
you have to
investment,
wait
Right.
2 years or something.
Right. It's the investment. That's why I think about if I'm going to get one, I want to get 2, because then the second one you sell afterward and you pay for the first one.
True.
It's
Hey,
Kevin,
man,
what
just-
are you doing?
Just
Are you
like
gonna get it?
my-
You're
with
gonna
my
get
noggin.
2?
I am very intrigued by what the tiers are going to be. I
Yeah.
really don't. I mean, Jason, you have the MU Galactus,
I do.
and Troy, you don't have any. You sold it to Jason.
Though, Troy, did you not get both? Because I know the one that I bought from you was the darker variant.
I think I sold the regular one.
Okay.
Troy's just wheeling and dealing. He's just
Honestly, if I don't have any room
Right.
in my display, I don't want to keep it. And I just felt like a bad collector letting it sit on a pile of clothes
Right.
and just letting it just collect dust. So I was like, you know what? I better sell it. And you know me, when I go to toy jams, I don't show up with nothing. I show up with stuff. So
I feel like that was a shot at me to that stuff that I don't enjoy. I should sell it. I'm looking around my room.
I mean, like, listen, like, there's stuff that I have that I'm definitely going to get rid of, and like that, and I felt bad just keeping that Galactus, and it's like I didn't have any place to keep it, and I sold the Marvel Universe Sentinels as well, and again, I had nowhere to go with that. Like, I had 2 Marvel Universe Sentinels that were literally under my bed, and I didn't know what to do with them. So, I mean, I love collecting, and this Galactus, the Sentinel, these Haslabs, they're investments, like you guys said. At the end of the day, there's only a number of these produced, and even 10 years from now, if I'm getting sick of it, I could put it back in the box nicely with everything, and say, "Hey guys, anyone want to buy this? It's a nice thing." And figures come and go, and some things give you joy, and this gives me joy, and I'm probably going to keep it for a little bit. So
Yeah, I think if I were to get it, it's just so at least I know I've experienced it myself.
yes.
And then I don't think I would buy an extra one for investment. I feel like it would retain its value. How about that? So if I ever, at least I could say I had it in hand, or I played with it, to experience it. And then if I don't like it, I somehow let it go. Somehow if I buy it first. This is a tough one right now. But given that this is like the largest Marvel Legends,
Right.
they said the largest Marvel Legends they've ever put out, 32 inches. And I know it's a little bit very soon, because we just heard about it today. Where do they go from here? What's the next one going to be?
No idea.
Vehicles?
Maybe the Quinjet's next. Like, I feel like that could be something that's like next, because they've done 2 huge things, and you have to remember, Star Wars, they did vehicles, and they said the next Haslab is going to be something different, and I think that's what Marvel is going to do as well. So
That
Yeah,
would be
vehicles
cool.
would be cool. I do vehicles. I wouldn't mind a danger room or play sets that are thematic and iconic for the. I wouldn't want like the Daily Bugle office building, like inside the office building, but an exterior shot maybe. But like, danger room. I'm trying to think what else would be really cool.
Ego, the living Haslab. Blackbird, yeah, those. I mean,
Oh,
it doesn't
Blackbird,
necessarily
good call.
have to be bigger, but
Right.
what at that price point or something that people want that that would make sense. Vehicles, locations, obviously,
Yeah.
things like that. Something that you could get a lot of use out of. Like I'm thinking, again, just because it's happening kind of at the same time right now. If Star Wars is doing a Rancor and it's $3.99, do you want to pay $3.99 for a creature, or what are they going to add in there to give it that value? I'm thinking if they can do the whole playset, the kind of dungeon that he stays in with the gate on top, you can take the Rancor out and use that for a lot of other displays and pictures and stuff too. It's just something to add to the price point, right?
The Thanos copter, good call.
And I want to make a comment there. Let's not. But yeah, vehicles. I know there's mentions of people have been asking for Punisher vans for a long time. I don't know if that's like a $3.99 price point.
No,
no.
but it's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be great.
Did you ever make yours, by the way? Did you ever finish it?
No.
Oh.
Did I start?
I thought
Oh
you
no,
got
I
a Ninja
took some
Turtle.
stickers off of. I bought the. What's that Ninja Turtle van called? And then I have this other van.
Turtle van.
No, it's the one with the turtles cartoon head on top. Cowabunga Carl, that's what it's called. But that one, I've seen a lot of people customize that. Would be fun to have a modular playset dial that can fit into any shelf display. Yeah. Kind of like the NECA building, but then NECA building wasn't meant to be taken apart for as a playset to take pictures. But I've seen people do that, kind of make it into two buildings at some point. So something like that maybe. Fan 4 Lab. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Giant Savage Land playset. And
I was
again,
thinking Savage Land.
Troy, what have you got? What figures have you got there?
Just my little, what's his name? Quasar. I forgot. I was like, what
He's
is
so
this?
meaningful you don't know his name.
I got the Quasar. I got a little bit of the Build-A-Bear going on. Had a huge fiasco with Toys R Us because of this. But yeah, that's about it. Got my Riri, which I'm super stoked about.
Oh, nice.
How is that? That one looks great.
It's a beautiful, beautiful figure. It's one of my favorite Marvel Legends they've done. Like, it's
really good.
Absolutely stunning. This face is beautiful. The pinless technology on her legs, her pinless technology in her elbows, and they're double jointed. It's a fantastic figure. And honestly, whoever sculpted this, whoever made this, guys, you killed it. So continue on making female figures like this.
Awesome. Awesome. Rich M says Quasar is dope. Marcus Yee updated Giant Man. Devil Dinosaur would be cool.
All those would be cool for sure.
And Troy, are you putting up any reviews for these, or you're just chilling, working, and enjoying the toys right now?
I'm chilling because I have zero free time from now till forever because I'm back at work. So it's super hard to do with my schedule. Like, I'm at work from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. So it's like,
I feel you.
Can't really do much right now, but I'm trying, guys. I have Fridays and Sundays off.
We good for today?
I think so.
All good.
Certified dope for Galactus.
Yes.
Certified dope.
Chat
100%.
agrees as well. Jason, what have you got going on?
I made this today. I'm just going to cover up the name. A nice commission for a friend who is in need. For Perfect.
Love
Dude,
it.
that's really good.
Thanks, man. That was today, and I haven't really. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go have a big dinner.
Cool, man.
I'm coming to your hood, Kevin. Actually, do I need to bring you anything? I don't owe you anything.
That Adam West will do nicely.
No.
Old chum.
Old chum. Yeah.
But please do check out at Jason Lapidus on Instagram. Fantastic artist,
Thank you.
better friend. And you have prints on your website and your comic group of 7 comics. So please do check him out. As you can see, a little quick sample there of what he had. My Lego piece. Really awesome stuff. And I hope everyone, it was great chatting. It's been a while since there's been a Fan First Friday for Marvel, so we haven't really done this. Power Rangers, there were a few in this time, so it was haven't seen you guys in a while.
Hoping you guys got your double shots and we can have a toy jam.
I got my
Yeah.
double shot.
I got my double shots.
There you go.
Double Moderna. Am I the odd one out with Moderna?
I had double Pfizer.
I had AZ and Pfizer mixed.
Well, hopefully, I mean, it's July, it's SDCC month. There will be a lot more reveals. Dan did say this is not, I think he said this is not the only stream this month. Did he say not the only stream or not the only reveal?
This is not the only stream.
Oh, okay. So we might have to schedule something else. I'm doing a push this month to have new content every day on this YouTube channel, youtube.com/toyingaround, as well as twitch.tv/toyingaround. The live streams are going to be on both channels, but the pre-recorded stuff, I got to figure out how to put it on Twitch. Otherwise, it's all here on YouTube. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Yesterday, had an awesome Unboxing Thursdays with Brian Flynn. Please do consider checking that out. Here's the rest of the schedule for the month. The blank days doesn't mean I have nothing. It's just I haven't found which thing to put there yet. But for this weekend, I'm hoping to knock out some reviews, put them up on the channel. Bad Batch discussion on Monday. Next week, Unboxing Thursdays with Nose Rain and Work More or Less. And on the 29th, the Toy Migos. I mean, there's a NECA event on Monday. It's going to be a lot of stuff. So Troy, Jason, thank you so much for hopping on today. It was great to see. Great to see both of you again. Everyone watching, shout outs to the Butter Nation and all the channel members, everyone following, subscribing, share with your friends. And of course, keep toying around. Have a great weekend. Peace.
Bye.